Greetings. It's been a while. It's been a while. I came up here with a specific question because a lot of times I know I be talking to, like, of course, the adults on my page because I don't have kids on my page. But I have a lot of mothers on my page because my page is mostly full of women at that. But and I wanted to know, like, what do you do as far as it goes with cleansing your kids' bodies? Because I know for us as adults, it's not really easier, but it's easier for us to commit to fasting or doing whatever that we do in order to cleanse our body because we are adults. But for different reasons, I kind of have mixed feelings about, like, you can't really make your kid fast, because I feel like that's kind of unorthodox, especially for people with, young kids. Like, I have a 5-year-old. I wouldn't make him fast because I know he's hungry. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I want to know from personal experience because I'm cleansing everybody in my household's body. And, like, for me and my partner, it's really easy, like, fast. And for my son, I'm thinking, like, what exactly should I do? He doesn't eat a lot of stuff. Like, my son has never enjoyed the pleasantries of a lot of things that kids eat nowadays. Like, he doesn't really eat snacks, he doesn't eat candy. I don't give him ice cream or dairy products and things along those lines. So his body is, ultimately way cleaner than mine's. But still, I want to cleanse for him as well. And I'm thinking, my initial thought really was just to do, like, and feel free to, like, if you do ever cleanse your kids, I want to know what y'all do too. That's why I put a question. But I was thinking, like, maybe just keeping it really simple for, like, a good week, for somewhere between 3 to 10 days with just straight like fruits, like giving him smoothies and raw fruits and lightly steamed vegetables at night for times where I'm fasting. Because when I'm fasting, when the adults are fasting, he's the only one who's still eating, you know. And my son, he likes to be like, oh, I want to do it too. But then I already know him. Every 5 seconds he gonna be running and tell me he's hungry. So yeah, I was thinking that, like, smoothies, lots of water, lots of fruits usually. But, because we're going into fall now, I don't live in a tropical environment. So I experience winter like everybody else. So a lot of fruits have gone out of season that we usually eat on a normal basis, like, seeded watermelon and stuff like that. So I was thinking, yeah, like, just like coconut water, smoothies, and just like fruits and lightly steamed veggies, because he will eat his veggies and stuff like that and his fruits. He loves that stuff. And what do y'all do? Like, has anybody that's up here ever, worked on cleansing their child's system? I also give him, like, teas, like herbal teas. I study the herbs and stuff like that because everything is not for kids. You know what I'm saying? And, their bodies they're smaller, so it's definitely different. But there are herbs that you can give to your kids. Like, I give him some for, like, blood purification. And, like, cleansing of the body, like, similar to what I use, not like as many as I use because he don't got as many issues as me. But still. So
I don't know.
what do y'all do? Nobody's saying anything. Because I really want to know. Because that was just my plan. Like, water, mineral water, fruits, and veggies. Like no real cooked food. Not like pretty much raw for the most part, minus the vegetables, because like he'll eat certain vegetables raw, but other vegetables he is not accustomed to eating raw. So yeah, that was my idea, but I want to know if it's something else that other people do, or if there's a different way that other people might do it, because we think about only cleansing our systems as adults, and of course, like if I have 23 years of toxicity damn near built up in my body and he's only 5, that's literally only a portion of my age. So of course his body is not quite, at a detrimental state. We are obviously always grateful for healthy children, and all of that stuff, because it is extremely important.
I think the cookies are ready.
As far as cleansing, I put a timer on. As far as cleansing, though, I do think that cleansing is necessary, because although I don't get crazy with his diet, like I said, there's a lot of stuff like snacks and all that stuff that he just doesn't eat, because we don't eat that stuff in my household. But still, like today we made vegan cookies and stuff like that, and I'm thinking towards Friday we all gonna cleanse, and I'm gonna do like a water fast, and and he is gonna do. And I just want to keep it very light and simple. I want to give his body time to expel waste. Also, I think it's extremely important that you pay attention to your child's bowel movements and stuff like that. Like, I know we pay a lot of attention to it when they're babies, because we're the ones who change the diapers. But as your children get bigger as well, I recommend paying attention to their bowel movements, because I pay attention to mine. That way I know when I'm constipated. I know when stuff is stuck up in my system. I know that I ate something with meat-based products if my farts stink. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't normally stink, because I don't normally have food rotting in my system. You know what I'm saying? So I think you should pay also that much attention to your kids, because I know as they get older, they get more independent, and some of us might forget to check for stuff like that. Like, you don't want your kids to have, you want to pay attention to making sure that they don't have really thick, hard stools, like of like constipated. Like, you don't want it to be loose. Very loose stool is obviously diarrhea, but you don't want it to be extremely, thick and hard, that constipated stool. It should definitely be, somewhere in the middle. That's just something that I thought about, that I thought that people should look at, because, like, I have a 5-year-old, so he goes to the bathroom without me majority of the times. And, so how would I, if I didn't know no better, how would I know to make sure that, his stool is good and that he's not constipated, or that he doesn't have diarrhea, or whatever the case may be in his body?
Yes, it is in my body.
Exemplary, just like mine's. Like, whenever he has something that might have had the slightest bit of something that's not good in it, he is automatically on the toilet. You know what I'm saying? And it's expelling easily. And, I don't know. I just feel like definitely pay attention to that, because that's important even as the kids get bigger. What else? No, I mean, nobody's really saying nothing, so I think I'm just going to oh, thank you. I never even noticed that she said she liked my shirt. Thank you. It was a birthday gift. It says, "Dare to," what does it say? Oh, "Dare to be you."
I like your shirt too, Mommy.
Thank you. But yeah, because cookies, they're vegan oatmeal cookies. They're not ready yet.
Set time for 100 minutes.
But yeah, so I think that's important as well. A lot of people talk about the association of bad foods with celebration. So like my birthday came, I didn't have a cake. How do you do a cleansing ritual? What do you include? A cleansing ritual, like, what do you mean by that? Well, really, farts is gas, and if you have gas, it's a sign that, you know, your food isn't digesting properly. And then if they stink, then that means that you know, you got food. Only your insides won't stink if it's not rotten food in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying that people who eat you know, plants and stuff, shit smells like roses, but it definitely doesn't smell like dead animal. You know what I'm saying? I noticed that for myself personally, from going from eating meat based products to not to now. My body is very sensitive, and as soon as I eat something that's not that good for me, I can feel it. For one thing, it upsets my stomach, and for two, I'll be gassy, and then the farts stink. Usually I can fart and you would never even know. Like, it don't smell, but when food is rotten in my system, it smells. We have a 6-foot long, fuck, I forget what it's called right now. I be losing words. We have a 6-foot long colon, so it takes a long time for shit to travel through. So something rotten is rotten all the way through 6 feet of colon, and it stinks. And it shouldn't stink. Like, not bad. Like, you know, what bad is bad. A cleansing ritual for him, for kids. What do we do? Like, as a cleansing ritual for him would just be like, I mean, we have like a routine. So I don't know why you stand on that chair like that. We have like a routine. So we, you know, he like does his morning stretches. He does yoga, meditation. He does morning runs, laps around the house. We do morning walks some days. Like, we have like routines and stuff like that. And, you know, teach them like breathing exercises. And things along those lines. I was just talking about, as far as cleansing the body, that's what this live was about. But as far as cleansing the mental and stuff like that, the same way that you would ground yourself is the same way that you can ground your kids, essentially. Just as far as like eating and diet is concerned, that's different. Why are you back on there again? Just as far as eating and diet is concerned, is different as far as fasting and stuff like that. Because I believe, like, I don't know, I don't think kids should fast. Personally, I don't know. Maybe some people will let their kids fast and it works out, but I don't think that would work out for me. So, yeah. How long have I been vegan? I've been a vegan only for like maybe a little over a year and a half, like going on 2 years now. So it's a process. Going vegan is a process for me. I always tell people, like, I'm very honest with y'all about, like, you know, my experience going vegan. No, I don't. I don't believe in beating kids because I feel like that's slave stuff. Like, because I feel like that's slave stuff. Like, he might get popped or something. You know what I'm saying? Or, you know, he's definitely disciplined. Like, oh, go stand in the corner. He's getting older now. So now it's to the point where it's like, you know, if you do certain things, you don't have certain things. Like, I'm going to take away your toys. You're not going to play no video games because he's getting to that video game stage. And stuff like that, because you have to realize that it's consequences for his actions. You know what I'm saying? Because all kids have their times where they just do things that they know is not good. But I personally feel like beating kids just, for one thing, I feel like it creates like anger and stuff like that. I don't agree with it because, yeah, I just feel like it doesn't really solve no problems. So I used to get my butt beat and it did not. It made me angry. It didn't make me learn my lesson. You know what I'm saying? Like, if anything, it made me want to be more rebellious.
You
and resentful.
right?
So I don't do that. But yeah, a lot of times people punish their kids for being kids. Like, a kid is gonna be a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, can't be mad at a kid for being a kid. Now, you can teach them right from wrong, and they need to learn lessons, but you can't be mad at a kid for being a kid. At times, like, you see how I told him 2-3 times not to stand on the back of this chair because he know better, you know what I'm saying? But he feel like when I'm on the phone, I'm distracted, so he can get away with things. And kids are smart too. They be smarter than you, girl. You'd be surprised. But yeah, so it's definitely a process. But yeah, I ain't been vegan for that long. My veganism has been a process. I don't consider myself vegan anyway because there's plenty of stuff that vegans eat that I don't eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just consider myself eating to live. I eat to nourish my body. I eat what makes me feel good. I get rid of things that don't make me feel good. Recently, I've been on like a candida diet, which is basically expelling, like, you know, the candida yeast and bad bacteria from outside of my body, because some people's bodies can experience an overgrowth of that type of stuff. And even if you're constantly eating like fruit sugars and stuff like that and good carbs, it also will add on to it. And if you keep adding on to it, there's no way to get rid of it. So recently I've been doing that, and I've been eating like no real carbs and no real sugar and stuff along those lines. And now when I do eat something that has carbs, bad carbs and stuff like that, my body be like, oh no. Like, so it's just like, I'm thinking about, well, after we do our fast, I'm going to go raw vegan. Well, raw in general, as far as just eating is concerned, and just eating to live. Do I eat snacks?
No.
Yeah, not really. I make like I don't eat like store-bought snacks, but I make like granola.
Only I eat those.
I make like granola from scratch, like out of like hemp seeds and you know, and walnuts and all that stuff. Like, I'll make that from scratch, and I make like get down. I'll do like, yeah, stuff like that. Like, I'll be making my own snacks. Like, and I snack on like nuts sometimes and things along those lines. And I mean, my favorite snack is cucumbers. I could just cut up a cucumber and eat it, or I could just eat it like it's a pickle. Because I think cucumbers are pickles anyway. But yeah, I try to stay away from like store-bought snacks. Oh shit. Why these things is not falling?
Yeah, cause you're down.
Checking on our cookies. Greetings.
Huh.
So yeah, I mean, the reason why I don't eat a lot of like store-bought snacks is because they're processed, and they you know what I'm saying, like, they got mad preservatives in it, mad sugar, mad carbs. And really what we don't realize is that on the inside? There's so many bugs trying to get in here. What we don't realize is that, like, we buy a bag of chips, and then, like, you read the nutrition facts, and it'd be like 52 grams of carbs and 16 grams of sugar, and then some added sugar, or whatever the case may be. And then that bag be like 3 servings. So that means you actually taking in 3 times that amount of carbs, 3 times that amount of sugar. Thank you. And 3 times the, so it just be like, damn, like, why y'all don't serve it in a serving size? Like, but yeah, like, a lot of snacks and stuff is just bad for you. And then a lot of them are dairy based and stuff like that. Like, my son be like, can I get some Doritos? And I'd be like, no. You know what I'm saying? Because it's cheese based and all that stuff. Right, Dream?
Uh-huh.
So I try to keep it as natural and as simple as possible. This is why, you know, I don't buy cookies from the store, but we can bake some cookies, and it's not like we're going to be baking cookies every day, because I still did put sugar in it, even though we use date sugar. You know, it's like, it's just better that way. Just like trying to make it yourself and stuff like that.
I didn't say
So,
that.
That's what I recommend. I try to stay away from all that stuff. And I used to be a super fanatic, a candy fiend. And I have a sweet tooth. And I satisfied my sweet tooth when I went vegan eating fruits. And this is why I'm doing the Candida diet, because I feel like I had an overgrowth of Candida from all the sweets that I ate before I went vegan. And then I substituted that by eating mad fruit sugar. And even though fruit sugar is a way better sugar for you than processed sugar, it still will feed that bacteria the same way, basically. So yeah, that's that. But it's a process. It's a lot. And then when you have a kid, it's harder to change your diet. I love you too. It's hard. It is. It's a lot. It's a whole process to it. Our vegan transition was not. It was never like, oh, I just decided to go vegan and then I was a perfect vegan. That just never happened. I don't think that really happens for anybody.
Hi. Hi.
Break it down for them. Break it down. Dance. Why you got them shoes on?
Why?
Those are not yours.
Dad,
Take them off.
It's true.
But yeah. So much stuff, y'all. Alright, I think I'm done now. I am not perfect. I don't think there's a such thing as a perfect person.
You like my glasses? Huh? You like it?
Where you get them glasses from?
Grandma gave them to me.
No, she didn't.
Yes, she did.
She let you wear them. She didn't tell you to take them home.
Yeah, yes, she did.
Yeah, whatever.
This is space.
She said you're cute.
Okay, thank you.
Look at him. He's shy. But yeah. We just be chilling though. Everything is a process. You live and you learn, right? As I get further and further into my journey, my body gets more and more in tune. It's starting to reject certain stuff. And I mean, that's what's important. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you gonna fast?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. You ask me for a snack every 5 minutes.
Yes. I actually do.
Yeah, I know you do.
Because I actually ask you for a snack every day.
Uh-huh.
Yes, because when I ate that apple, it wasn't good for me. Because I don't like apples.
So why'd you ask for apples?
Because, okay, so let's chop my arm off with apple.
You talking like you shy right now.
No. Why?
I don't know why. I'm gonna do your hair though.
No! No! No!
Okay, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Oh, if you do come up with some things that you do to cleanse your child, comment them even though the live is gonna be over. Because I would still love to know.